Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Miners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will start this game off. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Palmer.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People should...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, coaches watch tape all week, and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, second and long from the 19. To throw, it's Bryson. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He'll bring it back. It's Odo. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So UTEP's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's a UTEP first down.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Toss sweep to the right. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Here on third down. Dropping back, it's Locklear. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Campbell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Going up top on first down. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Got his man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Miners will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Smith.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. The Miners line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Gets away from one, finds room. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll come out throwing on first down. Turns it loose. He's got it at the 20. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from El Paso. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
Looks as if we are set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going in something.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Miners decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 10 over Nevada. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll do it himself. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
The Miners will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Off play action on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. To the air, it's Bryson. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Running it back, it's Odom. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
He makes a catch. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Miners are in the hurry-up.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They want to just keep throwing it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. To the air, it's Locklear. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Snaps it in the shotgun. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal.
14, UTEP 11.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Kent. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down.
It's time for some noise. It's 3rd down.
Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Moss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And that was one the offense needed and the defense had to have, and they could not get the stop.
And the gamble by the head coach and play caller pays off. Of course, if that's incomplete, it stops the clock. So they needed to have it. Great execution at a time where it was so critical.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist-deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to be able to pick it up. You've got to be able to find ways to generate explosive plays and generate points. They couldn't do it.
And it's very frustrating for a defense when you see your offense time and time again not come through. They did their job. Offense next time just has to do a lot better.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been